you know exactly how to smile when you don't want to. You are the architect of a perfectly curated personality, a mosaic of yes responses built on the shifting sands of a profound, paralyzing fear. Every time someone asks for a favor, there is a microsecond of rebellion in your gut, a sharp, jagged protest from your true self, but it is swiftly suffocated by the suffocating weight of your own conditioning. You swallow your boundaries like bitter pills, convincing yourself that if you are just helpful enough, just agreeable enough, just invisible enough in your own needs, you will finally be safe from the sting of rejection. But deep down, in the quiet spaces where you can't look away from your own reflection, you know the truth. You are not being kind, you are being terrified. You are negotiating your existence in exchange for scraps of external validation, terrified that if you ever dared to be truly, messy, and authentically human, the people around you would vanish. The mask isn't just a face you wear for the world, it is a cage you have meticulously welded shut from the inside, and now, you have forgotten where you hid the key. The day begins with a performance. You wake up, and before you even brush your teeth, you are already calculating how to be the person everyone expects you to be. You check your phone, your heart doing a strange little jitter at every incoming notification, not out of excitement, but out of a reflexive, deep-seated anxiety about whether you have met the quotas of the day. You head out, and your face settles into that familiar, accommodating expression, the one that says, I am here, I am available, I am harmless. It is a costume of light, designed to hide the encroaching shadows of your own resentment. You walk through the office or the crowded street, observing the world with a detachment that borders on grief. You see people who scream, people who fight, people who stand their ground with an ease that feels alien, almost like a superpower you weren't born with. You envy their ability to be disliked. There is a terrifying freedom in being disliked, a freedom you have traded for the lukewarm comfort of being the good one. By midday, the fatigue sets in. It is not a physical exhaustion, it is a soul-level depletion. You have said yes to 3 projects you didn't have time for and sure to a social outing that will leave your nerves frayed to the bone. Every time you say those words, a part of you dies a small, quiet death. You feel the erosion of your own edges. You are becoming smooth, featureless, a mirror reflecting everyone else's desires, leaving no room for your own silhouette to exist. You sit in a meeting, listening to the drone of voices, and you start to spiral. What if they knew? What if they saw the cold, dark ocean of doubt that you carry underneath this polite exterior? You imagine yourself snapping, finally saying the words that have been curdling in your throat for years, no. Not today. Maybe not ever. The mere thought makes your palms sweat. The fear of being abandoned is not just a passing feeling, it is the fundamental rhythm of your life, a drumbeat that dictates every decision. You are addicted to the approval of people you don't even particularly like, and that is the most bitter part of the pill. You are starving for affection but allergic to intimacy, because intimacy requires showing them the parts of yourself that aren't nice, the parts that are angry, tired, and deeply, achingly human. The evening brings no relief, only the solitude that reveals your true reflection. You sit in your room, the silence pressing against your eardrums like deep water. You stare at the ceiling, replaying every interaction of the day, overthinking the nuance of a nod, the inflection of a greeting. Did I sound too strained? Was I helpful enough? Do they like me? The internal monologue is relentless, a high-speed chase through the corridors of your own insecurity. You realize that you have become a stranger to your own desires. If you were left alone on an island, stripped of every person you try to impress, who would you be? You honestly don't know. You have spent so much energy perfecting the mask that the face beneath it has lost its features. You have become a background character in your own life, perpetually serving a narrative that doesn't belong to you. You feel the weight of this wasted time, the years spent apologizing for existing, for needing, for being anything other than a convenient accessory to other people's stories. The resentment starts to bubble up, but you push it down, terrified of what you might become if you let it out. You fear that if you show your anger, you will be left with nothing at all. You are caught in a cycle of performative goodness that has become your prison. The kindness you offer isn't a gift, it's a bribe, a pathetic attempt to purchase a sense of belonging that will never feel real, because it is based on a lie. And then, the quietest, heaviest realization strikes you. You are so afraid of being abandoned that you have abandoned yourself first. You have left your own side to join the side of anyone who might reject you. It is a lonely betrayal, performed in the dark, night after night. You realize that the people you are trying to impress don't actually know you, because you haven't given them the slightest clue who you are. You have made yourself so safe, so palatable, so manageable that you are essentially invisible. You have achieved the very thing you feared most, total, complete isolation, only you have done it while standing in a crowded room. You are not a martyr, you are a ghost haunting your own skin, waiting for someone to finally see through the mask, yet terrified they might do exactly that. The truth is, you are tired of being good. You are tired of being needed, of being the one who absorbs the burden, of being the one who never asks for anything. You are just a human being who wants to be seen, not for the service you provide, but for the mess you are. And until you accept the risk of being disliked, you will never be truly known. The mask is not protecting you from rejection, it is merely ensuring that you never get the chance to be loved for the person you actually are. It is a long, slow walk into a void of your own making, and the only way out is to start by disappointing the people who have grown accustomed to your silence. I became the world's favorite stranger. I became my own greatest ghost.